Okay, so part 2. Let's get to fixing on this thing. I'm kind of curious. Like I say, I only want to fix this as far as I have to fix it because it runs quiet and it runs pretty good. We obviously have dirt and corrosion and junk. I pulled the chassis, and as you can see, the chassis goes front panel all the way back, and it's just kind of hidden. There's the board, you know, right here. Right? Yeah. So output transformer, power transformer, 5791 pair, made by Sylvania, if you care. They have the Ampeg logo on them, so I bet they're original. The 12AX7s are Telefunken. Das ist gut. Don't know if those are original or not. No Ampeg sticker on those, but the 6U10 Compactron has an Ampeg logo on it. And yeah, so we got a lot of dirt on the chassis, and we got a lot of dirt in the chassis. See, there's those over there. There's spiders and stuff. So we're going to get rid of all the spiders and flush them out. And I don't necessarily see... There might be mousy evidence in there too. I didn't see any huge horrible nests or anything, but there's definitely dirt and crud and grossness in there, so we're going to clean all that up. Plywood cabinet, reverb tank down there. We'll flip that and take a look at that. There's our CTS speaker, and our back plate next to our cover plate there does have a schematic, so that's cool. In needing to play with the tremolo here, I was going to clean up the switch in the pot, which makes sense, but the amplifier is built on a PC board. Oh boy. So the sockets for the tubes are just soldered right onto the PC board. They put a lot of screws in there to hold the board, and it looks like it's a pretty stout board. So I suppose that's okay. We've got, you know, our meter and our fuse and all that under here. It kind of sucks that you'd have to pull the chassis to get the fuse down there, but, you know, it is what it is. The accordion input, as we could tell, has a fuzzy, buzzy switch. Or does it? Yeah, the guitar one, see, doesn't have a switch on it. But the accordion one does. So we need to clean that, adjust that so it quits making buzzy noises. There's our switched pot, and our pot just puts that wire to earth apparently. So we'll give it a bath, but the 450 volt cap here doesn't show any signs of blowout. It looks good. And I looked at the voltages. Let's look at the schematic really quick. I really should set this down on like a pillow or something nice rather than just on my bench. Stand by. Okay kids, we're back with the Ampeg. It's another day. I've been cleaning on it the last few. There's our speaker. It's a CTS. I've got the bell cover off. The code on it is 137707, so 7th week of 1967. There you go. Cool looking speaker. Looks pretty healthy. The reverb tank doesn't have a reverb transformer. It's directly driven by the tube, so it's got to be a higher impedance type reverb tank. And they call these an Ampeg Type C. They were made by Gibbs. Apparently there are reproductions of this type of spring tank available if you need one. I got the cabinet cleaned up. It's a lot cleaner. I don't remember what I filmed about the chassis, so I guess I'm just going to refilm that now. Okay, so I've cleaned up our chassis as best as I can and polished it. You can see it shines a lot in some spots. There are still some like rust spots I can't do anything about, but it's nice shiny copper now. That's an improvement. The power tubes are Sylvanias, then we have 2 Telefunkens, and then we have our Compactron, which just has Ampeg's brand on it. That's probably a Sylvania too, I didn't see. Power transformer, output transformer, both are available in reproduction form. Cornell capacitors. According to our schematic, these capacitors are rated for 450 volts but are only seeing 360. And I've cleaned all of the pots on this unit. So we're going to put the Ampeg together and see if everything is behaving itself. If it is not, then we'll troubleshoot it, but it was already behaving fairly well, just like an amp that needed a little touch-up cleanup. So, okay, so I'm reassembling the amplifier. As you can see, the chassis kind of rides high here, right off the faceplate. So we have that Ampeg plate off of there, and you can see all the tubes glowing. I think that would actually have looked cool had they just put a window in there to see glowy tubes. But after cleaning all the pots, everything is functioning better. Lower noise floor, reverb still working good, and the tremolo starts immediately. So we'll turn off the reverb, and we'll just kick that on the slowest speed. Before I was having to jimmy the pot around, but now she kicks right on and does exactly what it's supposed to do. So everything's cool. Keep putting her back together. Okay, so we've got our 1967 Ampeg all cleaned up. Obviously we're not perfect, but we definitely have a glow back on it. We have some sheen on the grill cloth. This is all just done by giving it a very, very thorough bath. I do have my techniques. And the Tolex looks nice and shiny. Hooray! Let's roll this around without knocking it off the stand. Let's take a look at some glowing tubes, right? Alright. I still have to put the back on, by the way. Haven't done that yet. Oops. But even with the back on, you can see the glowing tubes. Aren't they pretty? You know, you can see where that front plate with the Ampeg logo sits. I think it would look cooler if they would just put a glass plate there. It's an idea for the future, right? Alright, so copper top is ready to roll. Put the back on it and give it a final sound test. Okay, so here's a cool looking shot of our now cleaned up Ampeg. And we're just going to demonstrate, obviously, the plug that was making all that racket has been cleaned. We can take the volume. It's on. It ain't humming. You can probably hear my air treatment systems down here. But I can turn it all the way up. And it ain't humming. I can take, we'll put it at half, my tone knob, which was doing that weird anomaly noisy thing, it ain't doing that no more. Tone knob is dead silent from top to bottom. Reverb, I can turn it all the way up and it don't make no noise, but if I bang on the reverb tank, oh yeah, it makes noise. And we're not going to bang on the reverb tank. And then the tremolo, it's doing its job. And it's quiet. It isn't going tick, 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 tick no more. That's good English, isn't it? So, a bath and a pot clean has brought this thing back to life. Now, yes, we are going to sell this. If I kept every amp I liked, I would probably be evicted. Actually, they can't evict me. I would probably be cited by the city. Right? Because I would be cited by the city for flooding the streets with vintage equipment and modern equipment and just more and more equipment. But I've taken a lot of notes on this amplifier, so in the event that I wish to recreate this, I can do it. Maybe build a clone amp or something. A little louder than that. Oh yeah, yeah, now we're starting to sing. I think we can even deal with a little more reverb than that. Oh yeah. We got to remember to put the guitar pickups in humbucker mode. This amp likes humbucker mode. The other one I had didn't like it as much. It likes single coils. So let's keep our reverb nice and lush and get a little bit of slow tremolo going. And then we'll try some fast tremolo, and we'll get this a little bit louder, a little bit beefier. Let me see here. So there you go. Seeing the way the circuit goes, I can see they've kind of got the depth on the tremolo set at full power, but there were other models that they put a variable on it. I suppose this could be adapted for that, but if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix it. I think this amp sounds great. It just really gives me a nice rockabilly vibe, and I haven't practiced all day. I certainly didn't practice for the start of this video, so I'm slopping all over the place. But just cool, cool, cool. Love that reverb. It's almost at the point that it kind of wants to feedback and sing on itself. What a reverb tank. My, 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 my. So there you go. Ampeg Reverbojet II. J12R, I believe. Yes, J12R. And she's working real good. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.